The Global Services Sector project grew out of a development of the BPO outsourcing industry in Jamaica. We've been developing this industry for about the last 10 years, and we realized in about 2014 that this industry was really growing rapidly, and we were seeing a huge expansion of jobs in the industry. But then we started to understand, when we dug deeper into it, that we needed greater skill sets and broader and deeper skill sets in order to build out the industry much more. So we decided that we needed to adapt our training offer, or training providers, to be more responsive to the local private sector and to the needs of this developing global industry. So we realized that we needed to upskill our workers and bring in more expertise and change the whole perspective of the industry, which is exactly how we designed the Global Services Sector project, to help us to evolve from BPO, business process outsourcing, to higher value added levels of application.
The global services had a very compelling case of growth, new jobs, new opportunities for Jamaica. JAMPRO had a vision where if the industry grew, it could attract more investments, generate more exports, have a better share of the market regionally that would benefit the country in economic terms. But at the same time, and most importantly, they were very clear that the industry could generate new and better jobs for Jamaicans. JAMPRO, the government of Jamaica, partnered up with the industry first, and then the IDB was invited to be able to support the initiative in a way that we could facilitate an ecosystem where the industry could capitalize on the opportunities that were set forth because of their growth.
Well, I think there are many lessons that can be taken from this project. I would summarize perhaps two. One is the importance of an institution like JAMPRO that speaks the language of companies. It really understands the needs of companies, but at the same time has the needs of workers and their performance and their careers and their future very much at their heart too. So in a way, it's the bridge that puts together the needs of people and the needs of companies. And that is very important. It's not sometimes so easy to find an institution that can do that. The second, I think the most important perhaps, is the fact that working together and having a good relationship and having institutionalized that relationship with the GSS board really allows for a long-term relationship. Sometimes we do studies, market studies. We want to train according to the market. But here what's important is that the institution of the GSS board is going to be the one able to keep updating these studies as the industry moves forward.
The private sector is an integral partner in this process, and what we have really achieved over the short lifespan, because the project is only a year and a half now, but what we have achieved, we have seen a real sea change in the mental mindset of the service providers, because they have really started to understand the needs of the private sector. And that's where the private sector role is so critical, because this is the private sector building this industry. This is not the public sector. So the private sector is taking the lead and becoming more articulate about their needs and better able to convey those needs to the public sector providers, who are now responding.